Alright guys, Gemini, back with another video, sporting the John Cena hat. Fuck, you know something? It was kind of weird the other day. I threw up these quick videos on a couple, like, old school, like, videotapes. And even though, like, it didn't, like, get, like, so many views or anything like that, I was like, God damn, that was fun. I hadn't done that in the longest time. Busted out an old school VHS tape and just had fun with it. It had been a long ass time, and I was like, damn, dude, it was so easy, it was so effortless. It didn't take that long. Like, people loved it. They called it vintage gem, and they just had fun with it. So I was like, dude, you gotta roll with that. You haven't done that shit in a long time. I know everyone was excited about John Cena winning the 16th world title at the Royal Rumble too. So today, taking a look at the WWF Supertape. You can see right on the front, this was right around 1989, the No Holds Barred pay-per-view. The big movie out in 1989 was No Holds Barred, Hulk Hogan versus Zeus. And so they did this big cage match where it was the Barber and Hogan versus Zeus and the Macho Man. And that was a rematch of SummerSlam 89. That was the main event where Sherry got her hair cut by Elizabeth and all that. And then if you watch Survivor Series 89, Zeus and Savage attack Hogan and the Barber in the locker room, which set up the No Holds Barred match. You know, obviously Hogan and Beefcake were going to go over in that match, and that's pretty cool. I mean, it's total old school, but just a fun time in wrestling. Like nowadays, if Tiny Lister, aka Zeus, wasn't in wrestling, I'd like the fans today would shit all over Zeus, and he sucks, and he's terrible to watch. But in 1989, when it was all transpiring, everybody was into Zeus, and everybody really believed that Zeus was this big monster killer. It was just 1989, and we were kids, and we were all terrified of Zeus beating up our hero Hulk Hogan. But yes, also got a special profile on the Bushwhackers, where Mean Gene goes to their native land, and Mean Gene meets them, and they're just big weirdos with their sardines. They are WWE Hall of Famers, and I have to say, when the Bushwhackers did get inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2015, I was there at the SAP Arena in San Jose. It was actually very, very entertaining, and I could see all the reasons why they got inducted. So, backside on some of the matches, we got, I haven't seen this tape in a while, the first in a new video collection over 2 hours of electrifying WWF wrestling action includes exclusive interviews, wrestling matches, and segments produced for the home video audience only. I told you about the profile on the Bushwhackers, and I told you about WWF champion Hulk Hogan and Brutus versus Macho Man and Zeus. And here's a good one for you. Two of my favorites, the WWF fan favorite match, Rugged Ronnie Garvin, the Hands of Stone, versus Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect in 1989, in-ring work was untouchable. Garvin was kind of nearing the end of his career in 89, but he's still entertaining to watch. Like, if you watch the submission match at the 1990 Royal Rumble versus Greg the Hammer Valentine, still entertaining as hell. I mean, Ronnie Garvin, he had been wrestling for years before that point. In Savage's Federation, he was there when Savage's dad ran a promotion, IWF. It's hard to remember. Savage's dad, though, ran a promotion, and Macho Man and Lanny Poffo were the big stars. But I believe Garvin was in there as well. So Garvin had been around. He had been in NWA, of course, feuding with Ric Flair, trading the world title back, winning it in September 87 in Detroit, and then losing it back in November of 87 to Flair at Starrcade in Chicago. And a WWF manager segments, exclusive profile on my personal hero, Bobby the Brain Heenan, a man that I've met, a man that's touched my heart, a man I've made a million YouTube videos. For me, Bobby the Brain Heenan, end all be all of pro wrestling managers, and a friend. Not this many people know this, but when Bobby got real sick with cancer back in the year 2000, we used to email back and forth, talk back and forth. He's actually just a really, really good dude. And last year when I had a chance to meet Bobby, just a super nice guy, his beautiful wife Cindy, He's the best, man. And meeting him last year at WrestleCon in San Jose was one of the highlights of my life. He was there this year, also in Dallas, at the WrestleCon. I just snapped a picture of him. I didn't meet him this year though, but meeting him was a true honor. And there's a look at the WWF Supertape. Yeah, like I said, probably not that many people are interested in the Supertape, but I thought that some people would enjoy it, so I went ahead and produced the video. So I'm Gemini. Thank you for watching the video. Have a wonderful day.